For the heroes in Watcher of Realms, one of the most important thing, this is the gear, artifacts, and of course your weapons, necks and rings. With great gear you can even turn your epic hero in a legendary hero to do massive damage in your progression in the game. So I decided to make this video and show you how many weapons you can get from the GR-1. I'm going to spend 4000 stamina in the GR-1, that in total is 181 battles, that is close to 6 hours. And GR-1 is a very important place because it's the only place where you can actually get your weapons. From the GR-2 you can get necklaces and rings. In the GR-3 you can also get necklaces and rings, but for the GR-1 is the weapons. So we are in the GR-1. I'm going to use auto fights. This is going to be 4000 stamina. That is basically, to not lie you, is 3000, basically close to 4000 stamina. So I'm going to start this 181 fights. I personally think I'm going to get 3 or 4 Ancient mythical weapons, but I want you from you guys right now, write down how many mythical artifacts you think I will get from these fights. But before I make the battles, I want to say that this is 4000 stamina. I mean, this is like 1200 gems spend it on the stamina. You can definitely make like 15 summons. I mean, you can make a lot of summons and try to get better heroes for yourself. And I'm going to be very disappointed if these 181 fights don't bring me something good. But it's something that we have to do in order to get better gear in Watcher of Realms. The heroes I'm going to use in the GR-1 stage 19 is going to be Kmet, Duores, Abomination, of course Ewin, and some other Nightmare Fraction heroes. You're going to see all of them. This is the heroes that helped me to pass stage 19. It was big adventure, big challenge for me to actually do it. But Abomination sometimes do more damage from Kmet. It outperforms Kmet. So I strongly suggest people who is free-to-play player and have Abomination, since he is from the fusion, just use Abomination in your GR-1. Somehow keep him alive, maybe with Ewin or some hero, maybe Vortex. That's going to keep this hero alive, and definitely go with this if you have struggles there. Big help from Abomination I get in the GR-1. Of course, this is the gear I get from 181 fights. I save you all the pain to watch 6 hours of looting, but this is the gear. This is the Ancient mythical gear, and this is the second Ancient mythical gear. All this gear is going to be sell, most of them, but only 2 Ancient mythical gears. Of course, we get some stamina back, is 155. We get some troops, that is 20 shards from one troop, these little bugs also. So we also get the troops. We get 7 gems. Oh my god. We get some upgrade materials, and we get 1 Ancient summoning shard. Now, some of the gear that have tons up is maybe a gear that I'm going to keep, but in general this is what you can expect from 181 fights in the GR-1. So here comes the question, what I'm going to use from this 4000 stamina in Watcher of Realms, basically for my heroes, and the answer is maybe I'm going to use 1 artifact, the one with the healing, just because, yeah, maybe it can help some attack based healer. And maybe the other artifact was having some critical rate, maybe it can be used too, but it's only 2 Ancient mythical artifacts for 181 fights, that is 6 hours, and 4000 stamina, that is 1200 gems. So is this 4000 stamina spent helpful for me? Yeah, again, I get 2 Ancient mythical artifacts, but in general I didn't get rich with these artifacts. It's just 2 artifacts. I was expecting 3 or 4 artifacts, like I say at the beginning of the video. but in general it is what it is. The changes for my heroes are not going to be that big, just two artifacts. One is with gear for attack speed, the second one was for the healer, so I'm not going to see big change in my heroes and the performance of my heroes, even though I spent 4000 stamina in Watcher of Realms. But yeah, so what we learned from this video, and this is the drop rates for gear rights definitely have to be increased. I mean, 4000 stamina, this is like 6 hours farming with auto attacks. Now imagine if you don't have auto attacks, how painful it's going to be for one player to do all these things and at the end to get just your ace and mythical weapons. I think the rates should be increased. I mean, it's so hard. First of all, to collect 4000 stamina and to have this time. Okay, the time some people say, okay, go to sleep, put your on auto attack your heroes or gear right, put it on auto attack and go to sleep. Okay, this is what I did, by the way, but imagine every night you have to put some game to run till you wake up, and even when you wake up, this gear right might not actually finish it because it's 4000 stamina. I can easily get 20,000 stamina right now, and my PC is have to all night working and all day. I mean, that's insane. So yeah, I guess this will for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. If you do, hit one like, subscribe to this channel if you're new to this channel, and see you in the next video.